Hello, this is Johnny Cycles of CyclesGaming.com, bringing you another edition of Doorkeeper Thrall in Modern. That's a joke, it's Dragons in Modern, but we have 3 copies of our Doorkeeper Thrall, which is our tech to fight against Bowmasters largely. We're on the play, so I guess we'll see it in action. If they're going to Bowmasters our Esper Sentinel, well, the joke's on them. So what we're trying to do is use Sarkhan the Masterless to turn our Planeswalkers into Dragons. Most of our Planeswalkers are Gideons. We play Urza Saga as a sort of secondary plan. See if they thought sees us. Oh man, white mana. Okay, they're on Esper Sentinel. Okay, cool. They're probably playing Hammer Time. Which Doorkeeper Thrall can hose Hammer Time, in the sense that when they put that Batterskull into play, it can nerf the trigger. So that's something. And also it can nerf the Stoneforge Mystic trigger. Search your library for an equipment card, reveal that card and put it into your hand. Do they pay the mana? They do, it looks like. Colossus Hammer. So I'm excited at least that we're going to get to see Doorkeeper Thrall be maybe okay. This is a matchup where I think it's going to shine. It's not going to be a good draw against all decks, but I think we'll put that into the graveyard. Here is a lightning bolt. So we want to be able to hold up this Doorkeeper Thrall. What are they going to do if they have... Yeah, I don't really know. I'm just wondering if we should go ahead and try to kill this Esper Sentinel, run out the Expedition map and let them draw a card, or just hold up Doorkeeper Thrall. Well, we're not going to get to see the Doorkeeper Thrall in action next turn. But we do have this Lightning Bolt in case they do something crazy. Unfortunately, we won't be able to nerf a Stoneforge Mystic trigger. There is their own Urza Saga. Pure Steel Paladin. Oh, we got lucky and drew our Lightning Bolt, so we're going to go ahead and bolt the Paladin so they don't get the trigger. They'll draw a card and we should draw a card. Karn. Alright, maybe we should have kept that land, huh? No, we wouldn't have had the bolt had we kept the land. And we would have been in big trouble. Okay, so end step. Then we draw our own Urza Saga. So I think what we'll do is hold up this Doorkeeper Thrall, So if we had kept the doorkeeper thrall mana up, pretty sure, and whenever an equipment enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. We could have nerfed that. But we killed the paladin anyway, so they ended up drawing a single card off of the Esper Sentinel. But alright, let's see what our opponent does now. They're going to go into the Urza Saga token plan. I wonder if they think we're playing Hammer Time and just have a really bad draw. It's probably what they're thinking. The Mirror. Little do they know, we are Gideon, Tribal, Sarkhan the Masterless, Dragon deck. Going to play another Colossus Hammer. Stoneforge. Alright, good. I was going to run the Storekeeper Thrall out no matter what, to be honest. But I'm glad that now we can get some value out of it. We get another Urza Saga, and we do a Pithy Needle. Whew. Well. And the Lightning Bolt. Alright. It's cooking with gas right now. So the equipment, let's see, equipment you control is 0 as long as you control 3 or more artifacts. Equip 8. So they have ways to cheat the equipment. Then Pure Steel Paladin is one way they can cheat the equipment cheat the equipment on, and they also have another way that is not activated. So I think the Pithy Needle might not be the best, but I think we'll name. So play land. We'll have to restart the recording here. I think we're going to name Colossus Hammer. Do we want to pay for this? Alright, so we named Colossus Hammer. That's really not the ideal. We could have named Stoneforge Mystic, but I think the things we're afraid of that Stoneforge could put into play, I don't know, maybe that's not the right play. Maybe we should just bolt the Stoneforge. It wasn't able to tutor up anything, so I feel like we're going to be okay. We're going to get a Construct token. End of their turn. But anyway, I know that they have ways of equipping the Colossus Hammer without a Pithy Needle, or around Pithy Needle, without having to pay the equip cost. So this isn't going to be like a full-on 100% protection against dying to Colossus Hammer. But what I'm hoping is that it does prevent some of what they're going to try to do long enough for us to grind out a victory. So they're going to make a Construct. It's a 4/4. They're going to go get maybe their own Pithy Needle. Shadow Spear. So we'll go ahead and make our own token. We can also get a Shadow Spear. Drew a Gideon, hero of Boros. Would have been nice to hit a land there. So we can equip the Shadow Spear to one of these constructs, swing in for 6, and just see what they do. We could hold down the fort, just swing in for 1 again, equip it to that. We could lightning bolt the Stoneforge Mystic just to get it out of the way, or we can cast this Gideon. It's a tough choice. They're not going to make another construct, so I think we probably will. We're just going to pass. I mean, that's the safe thing. Passing is safe because it leaves us with the ability to answer something at instant speed. Let's say they try to cast something to let them equip this Blink Moth or Ink Moth Nexus. We can bolt it in response, ideally. Could at least gotten in with the Doorkeeper Throw like last turn, but we'll wait. Interesting. Let's see if they have an answer for our Doorkeeper Throw. That also leaves us with the mana to cast another one if they do find an answer, and then try to like combo off somehow. So we're going to get another construct if we want it. We may just want to float the mana to play this Karn Sign of Urza and then get a construct that way. Since we'll be down to 3 mana again. These Urza Sagas are great for building an army, but man, they going down a mana. Whenever an equipment enters a battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. So now this is what we have. This is the Doorkeeper Thrall's hosing the trigger, and then the Pithing Needle's hosing the ability to equip Colossus Hammer if everything works as I had anticipated. Okay. Just double block. Bolt the Paladin so that they can't just go ahead and equip afterwards. After combat. See if they have some shenanigans. Surge of Salvation. You and permanents you control gain hexproof until end of turn. Prevent all damage that black and red sources would deal to creatures you control this turn. Alright, so that is a main deck Surge of Salvation. Paying for the extra. Alright, well the Lightning Bolt fizzles. And I think they prevent all combat damage. Nope, so I think the Karn structure should still die. And then they can equip they're not going to though. Alright, so we can want to make another construct this way. It's probably the right play. We did not draw a land, unfortunately. We are playing slow because this is a very grindy, complicated match that feels like the mirror, but it's not. We can tap out if we want. I mean, shields are down. They find an answer for this pithy needle. Opponent's reading. I mean, our shields are down in case they somehow bring back equipment from the graveyard, but we should have most of that stuff hosed until they find an answer for this Doorkeeper Thrall. We really would love to just draw another land. We've been saying that a lot. The 2 Urza Sagas were great, but then they go away and we're down to 3. Equip. Yep. Interesting choice. It must have some kind of protection. Nope, just to equip it for blocking purposes. Okay, can we get a land, please? Yes. So we can equip this and attack for 6. See what kind of shenanigans they get up to. Could just equip to the Doorkeeper Thrall and start attacking that way. Yeah, we're just gonna go all in. Force some blocks out of our opponent. We're gonna lose the Gideon probably. But I don't think now's the time just to go slow. Yeah, I don't think that this is gonna work the way they think it's gonna work. Because I think the artifact, if I understand it correctly, oh, maybe they can equip at instant speed. I don't know. I don't think they can. And they can't. Alright, so they scoop it up. They scoop the match.
This is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com, and this has been another edition of Dragons and Modern. Be sure to go to my site and check out all of my original Magic the Gathering content, where I post articles and video of my janky modern brews in my commander decks. I'm also publishing a couple chapters every month for my science fiction fantasy novel called The Pod Kind. Check me out on YouTube as well. Click that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next one.